Today I'm gonna be retelling the story of an occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge by Ambrose Bierce. To give some background information, this happens during the American Civil War, which sets our story in between 1861 and 1865. The story follows our protagonist, Peyton Farquhar, which, despite being from northern Alabama, sides with the southern cause of the conflict. At the start of the story, we see him about to be hanged in said bridge by some Union soldiers. Then he begins reminiscing of how he got into that situation. So we see him in his house with his wife, and he's encountered by a Union soldier, which tells him that there's going to be a blockade set up by Union soldiers to prevent traveling. So, in the middle of the night, he tries to go and sabotage the procedure, in which he fails and gets captured in the process. Then we go back to present time, in which he's being hanged and he falls from the bridge. But an accident occurs, and he doesn't get hanged. The rope breaks and he falls into the river down below. He thinks about that it wouldn't be too bad to be hanged and drowned at the same time, but that the soldiers are gonna probably shoot at him and he doesn't want to die by shooting. So he starts freeing himself from all the ropes and starts swimming downstream. He's shot by a lot of people. He even gets shot by a cannonball, but eventually he gets free and lands in one of the shores. Um, he then we follow his monologue as he walks by a thick forest. It seems that days passed for him. He's dead tired until he eventually finds a road which he recognizes. He follows this road, although it's very hazy for him. Eventually, he just realizes that he's right in front of the gates of his own house. He opens the gates and sees his wife waiting for him with open arms, but then when he tries to go and hug her, he feels a really sharp pain on his neck and realizes that he had just been hanged and that all of the escape was just a fragment of his imagination. We close the story with the time of death and his hanging corpse just swinging side to side from the bridge. Um, this story was really amazing to read. The twist at the end is really what sells it. I mean, you never expect it by the way the author writes it, and I think it's a very good study on the concept of life flashing before your eyes before you die kind of scenario. But I really liked it. It was a really nice short story. So that ends my retelling.